Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, and we're back for more Fictorum here today. Last time I tried to help some kids, it didn't go great, but we're gonna try it again. Well, the kids part, I don't know, some part of it happened. There was arrows here, I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna get out of here. See this line? This yellow line of not friendship? That's the Inquisition. I have not fought the Inquisition yet. I'm guessing it's like FTL, where if you get into this zone, it's not instant death, but it's probably really difficult to deal with. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna get out of dodge. So unfortunately for the mayor, I'm gonna kill him. That's all there is to it. And or the Baron, not the mayor. The mayor's some other guy. Yeah. Should I use this? Plasma ball might be a better choice. I still don't know what the swirl does. What is the swirl? I don't know. Maybe it disrupts shields or something? I am not 100% certain. So we're just gonna use regular fireball. I'm not gonna beat around the bush this time. We're just gonna fireball, keep it straight and simple, and just not worry about it. So we got a thing up here. Let's just torch this while we're thinking about it. Boop. Boop. There it goes. I was like, wait a minute. The light was still shining. Okay. Oh, hey. Everyone just kind of clustered up together here. How nice. Alright, I can definitely deal with that shenanigans. Let's just stay ahead of the pack this time. That seems like a safer bet. The trouble with this is, it's gonna be all about managing mana, because again, I have a very low pool of health to work with. So every time I go over my mana threshold, it uses my health. Which means every time that happens, I get closer and closer to the darkness of the void. Or in this universe, I might turn into one of those miasmic beasts. I don't actually know. What I do know is that I can kill these guys pretty easily. And I'm mostly interested in killing that mage, but Bruno here will do just as well. Okay, that went pretty darn well that time. Now I have lightning. You guys can see the cool lightning effects then. The nice thing about lightning is it's got kind of a leeway to it, I would describe it. So if you're kind of off your mark, it jumps around. That's the nice thing about lightning. It kind of gets around. It's like that friend of yours from like college or high school that was kind of tried to sleep around but wasn't so good at it, but gave it the old college try anyway. It's a lot like that. Actually, this is a wonderful sniping tool because it casts so fast. Fortunately, I don't think it's very good for blowing up houses. There it goes. Some of these might have really good things in them. I have no idea, but I'm not too worried about it. I've found that the best items you tend to get come from story events anyway, so you know. Let's go back to the lightning bolt and see what we got up here. So I'm concerned that that wasn't the entirety. Here's a guy. There he is. That's Archer. Yeah, I was concerned that that wasn't the entirety of the things we needed to kill. But you never know until you walk up and start threatening to blow up the Baron. Does the Baron work for the Inquisition? Oh, hi friends. What are you boys doing? You having a good time? Oh, that's like a stun beam. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I wonder, does the Baron work for the Inquisition? I could believe that. I could believe that he works for them and that's his whole shtick. Oh, no, 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 no. I did not mean to blow up the house. I did not mean to lose a bunch of health that way. It's fine. So the Baron's dead. It's fine. It's all fine. Let's blow up some houses while we're here. I might be the Baron's enemy, but I'm certainly not. The townspeople tried to stab me. You saw it. That orphanage attacked me first. I mean, orphanage. What orphanage? There wasn't a suspicious orphanage. What is your boggle, sir? Did you not with the bows and the arrows? So the arrows aren't bad in this game, actually. The archers are probably the least threatening thing in the whole that you can face. Because the archers, their arrows have a travel time. So they're very manageable. I've never had a huge issue with that. So let's see what we can do in here. So, continue the story. Can I go to the next? Oh, here we go. Next chapter. Perfect. Well, before we go to the next chapter, let's see what our abilities do. So, this is stop projectiles. So if people were shooting me, I could shoot that and it would stop them. So that stun had nothing to do with that. We have a... Let's unequip this. I don't need that. That's stop projectiles. These are both stop projectiles. Okay. Well, fine. We'll have one of them. What are our glove situation? These are a nice glove. Let's equip that. These are armor shoulders. I think I said I'm not doing armor shoulders. Except this chest piece seems nice. Let's go with that chest piece. And then now that we've got lightning, we could get the lightning stun, but I don't know. So each one of these has its own shape way thing, where I can shape the magic. Alright, that's kind of cool. Nova? That's not really valid here. Okay, I think we're good. We've kind of figured that out. Let's exit out of here. And let's go to the next chapter. Essentially, it's kind of like, again, it's like FTL. You go from map to map to map, trying to get to the end. I'm guessing we're going to kill the Grand Inquisitor. So, now we can upgrade something. We get the option, as we go through our travels, we get stronger. So, now we can get one of these perks. We can get 25 extra mana, casting speed, or we can get faster spell shaping. I need mana. Mana is important. We need a lot of mana. Where can I heal? We can heal right here. Perfect. I love you, Mr. Venderman. Give me some heals. So the rolling hills of Arius greeted the Chalupa Lord on the long road to the Nexus. Along the way, he happened upon a slim, mustachioed man shaking his head, puzzling over a wagon with shattered wheel. The man with the mustache noticed the Fictorum watching and jumped, immediately recognizing the traveler. Smoothly regaining his composure, he donned a measured and wide smile, assuming his confident salesman air. It would appear that I might be here for a while. Any chance that I can interest you in some of my wares to help lighten my wagon's load? Oh, sure. Can you keep me alive? That's really the thing that's high on my to-do list. So 30 essence gets me back to full health. Wonderful. That's exactly what I need. I can hawk all this stuff now. In fact, can I sell you stuff? I'm pretty sure I can sell you stuff, yeah? Or maybe not. Maybe that's not the point. So, for various essences, you can sell me weapons. Ooh, flamethrower. I want the flamethrower. Brutal gloves are not that expensive. And booties. Do I need more new snooty booties? Sure. Let's just load up. Rock Wall isn't actually a terrible spell because the NPCs have perfect tracking. So there's really no point. So let's dump this, and let's load up the... Where was it? Stop projectiles. Flamethrower. Why do I like Flamethrower? If those melee guys get up close to me, you just hold up your hand and they melt. It's that simple. Love Flamethrower. It's the best. Other than that, I don't know. Let's equip these rare gloves. Let's equip... What else did I buy? I bought boots, didn't I? Yeah, here we are. Strong treads. Perfect. Alright, this guy's pretty good. Like him. So let's carry on, because as you can see, the Inquisition is right on my tail. So, what do we got? Grerby. Though it was still early in the day, the infamous heat of Grerby was already making Larry I should have picked a better name. Chalupa Lord was something I came up a long time ago when somebody mispronounced my name on the enemy team in League of Legends, and they just called me Larry Chalupa. So I've been using that ever since because I thought it was funny. And it was even more funny because after they called me that, I killed most of the enemy team, and I'm just like, yes, that's the Dark Lord of the Chalupa to you, sir. So what does this say? Bertha and the Mad ran up to the Chalupa Lord as soon as he arrived at a small outpost. The wizards here are much more powerful than you. They may be your end. Bertha ran away cackling. The Firebrand felt the magic power on Grerby. The wizards here must learn the true power of magic. So basically, this is where I was talking about before in the last episode. Where, whatchamacallit, you get like a town full of wizards that are up on their own Kool-Aid. I could just escape, or I could deal. Let's just kill some wizards. What's the worst that could happen, he says, thinking back to that time in his other playthrough that he died. What? You're not a wizard, you're just a dude. Okay, here they come. Here's the wizards. These homing bolts are just awful, though. Okay, well, what? Hey, boys, what's up? You having a good time? I'm completely fine with this wall that blocks you from killing me. I'll be honest. This is probably the easiest fight I've had all day. But since this is like a new tile set too. It's kind of like a desert fortress, the opposite of Frozen, the hot one. When I think about deserts, I always remember that thing that my friend Christina said in high school about how to remember how you spell dessert versus desert. Which is, desserts have 2 S's because you want more dessert, obviously. That was solid advice. What is wrong with the floor? The floor is magic. The floor isn't lava, the floor is literal magic. And I am slightly concerned about that. What is the deal? There's like 2 wizards and a guy that happened to find a fireball spell. I wouldn't even call them wizards. They're just hobbyists. This is like running into a bunch of conspiracy theorists as a secret agent. You just end up murdering them and then realizing that they're just a bunch of goofs that need a better hobby. Well, whatever. These guys, it's easy to snipe these guys. I'm glad I found this spell. Because again, even if I miss, like, the lightning jumps to kill them. Oh, except for this dude. This dude's just... Oh, shit. Okay, that's new. Let's not with you. Let's just make sure you're dead. Let's just make sure that you don't get back up. Love the ragdolling. One of the things I've been enjoying about this game so far has definitely been the ragdolling. Because ragdolling is never not funny. Like, big scary thug in, like, say, a Bethesda game, you shoot him and then suddenly, blam, ragdoll. Hilarious. So I still don't understand in this game the lore behind why things are defended with magic crystals. Like, is this like an unsecure Uber network of magical portals and just any goblin will spit out at any point? Just looking to shoot at you with a... what would a goblin use for a weapon even? Just a gun that shoots corgis? That would be horrifying. Corgis are already kind of weird looking to me. You know, this has been a very relaxing walk in the park, minus the spells going off the rails occasionally. But hey, that spell killed 2 people. See, guns don't kill people, children, spells do. And me. And me when I'm holding the spells. There we go. I mean, actually, yes, guns do kill people. I mean, okay, that was almost bad. Oh, here you are. Hey, we got a robe from that guy. He was alright. That guy might have been a real wizard. Or at least been to wizarding school and spent like a summer abroad there after he was done. Alright, well, I don't know if any of this stuff has any goodies in it. None of these little shacks kind of like lit up on me when I shot them. Just that one building that was kind of like a house. Hey, there's another guy. Hey, pal. I guess his bus was late. What do you really say to that, honestly? So this kind of reminds me a lot of a book that I read not too terrible long ago. The Shadow of What Was Lost. Pretty decent book. Waiting for more in the series before I give a proper review of it. What does this say? Chalupa Lord, having made his way to the Nexus, inspected his findings. Unfortunately, it appeared that this area seemed to suffer from widespread poverty that infected the infernal continent. The wizard stashed his meager essence findings and left the area. So are we on a new continent? We might be. Okay. So we got a robe and some stuff, and we basically killed a bunch of people in the impoverished part of town because we're an ass. I mean, I don't know what I expect from wizards. Wizards are not always a character that can be nice. But as I was saying, The Shadow of What Was Lost was kind of a nice game. Not a game, but a book about people that could bend the essence of life and death itself, and they were all kind of taken over by this evil inquisition after the previous essence users got all corrupt and evil and started to repress the populace. So Garund was always destined for doom. Prior to the Cataclysm, a dictator with a failing, twisted mind and questionable advisors ordered a mass culling of the indigenous tribes. Years later, the Cataclysm forced survivors up to live on the edges of a volcano. Harsh conditions caused widespread famine. Finally, the few that remained experienced a full wrath of volcano living when it erupted. Trapped between the mist and the lava, many crawled into the lava. By the time the Fictorum arrived, he found Garund inhabited by the horde of the corrupted. So it sounds like in this world, magic was pretty widely used, and then maybe the magic users did something that caused this calamity that brought on this evil, corrupting miasma. It's a thought, anyway. I see some explodey dudes. As we all know, those are my favorite. They have never done me wrong. No, not at all. They are pretty stand-up. This one glows with shit, though. He does not get to live, like, immediately. I do not trust it when they have this weird miasmic halo around them. That's just a recipe for disaster. That one's invisible. I've learned to see them now. I have become one of them. I have learned. There's... Hey! No one asked you. Yeah, they are literally like weird extraterrestrials that want to like probe you. Is it a healthy thing to assume that every alien wants to probe you? I mean, if they have tentacles, Japan has taught me that anything with tentacles that's sentient and can read and write probably wants to use them. But besides that, I mean, these guys probably just want to make a phone call. They just want to borrow my cell phone. I've only done that with one random person, and I was fully prepared to chase them down and get my phone back if they were trying to steal it, but it didn't happen that way. Mostly because we were on a train. They didn't have anywhere to go. Is that all that's here? Just some shacks and a couple monsters? I guess. We get to go up the volcano. Are you guys excited? I might qualify as excited. We'll check back next episode. Oh, bud. That one is also glowing with extra juice. That's a magical one. That one actually does magic. Okay, noted. Duly noted. Doesn't have the best aim, though, so again, this is why I wasn't too concerned for my well-being, because these enemies are, well, not that dangerous. They all seem to have the same combat mechanics to them. They all kind of go straight for you. The aiming mechanics are aim where they were going. Don't try to, like, aim both where they were going and where they came from. Try and get people that just kind of swizzle back and forth. I don't know. I feel like the combat in this game leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe that changes at higher difficulties. Maybe I'll try that before the series is over. So far, I'm a little challenged, like, cause stuff goes right for you, but I'm kind of bored. Like, anytime I start talking about the real estate prices of a mythical universe, that's usually a dead giveaway. So, there we go. So yeah, The Shadow of What Was Lost, that was a kind of a good book story. There was this ancient evil that was kind of alluded to throughout the whole story. And wondering where this weird Inquisition got the ability to track down people that could use essence and, well, find them and seal them away. Because that's not... They would need another person that has essence power for that, right? So I got some goodies from that. I got Manifest Rune, which seems neat. The Inquisition is pretty far off. So I guess I'll just keep skipping and hopping my way to the portal to the next continent. Or the next chapter. I wish there was a better grounding in what's going on in this game. It's cool, I like the story a lot. It's like a lot of different magic books that I've read, but I don't know, it's like they tease me with it, but they don't ever bother to show it. So the Aki-hold was a recent construction by the Inquisition. It was a key location worth securing. Oleg the Gardener, converted by the Debelur with promise of power, managed to raise up a small army of followers and took over our Aki-hold. Oleg was sure the action made him the most powerful wizard in the world. He would force any other mage in the region to serve under his rule or face death. Alright. For a guy who's deathly afraid of the Inquisition, or at least is trying to stay away from their army before he kills a guy, he certainly talks a big game. Talks a real big game. I, as a YouTuber, only talk the game that I can put up or shut up, kind of a deal. And that is, I know what my limitations are, I know what my size of my channel is, and I don't pretend otherwise. You can't, and that's the thing with YouTube, you can't really lie about the size of your channel because they've got an API that tells people, like, where your numbers are. So if you go to this thing called Social Blade, I think it was, you can actually look up any channel, including this one, and see exactly what my viewership numbers are. Or at least a rough estimate. It really depends. Sometimes it's more accurate than others. I would say the numbers tend to be pretty nestled pretty thoroughly in the middle. It usually estimates pretty low and pretty darn high. I don't know why. You could just look at the numbers on a channel and see for yourself if you really wanted to go one at a time, video to video. But at the same time, a lot of channels don't put out a boatload of videos. So you could just use a viewership bot to really take a look. Now that wouldn't tell you the view time on any of that by any stretch. Oh, I guess I'm destroying the bridge. That's fine. I didn't like that little catwalk overhang anyway. So, are you wizards gonna try to face me, or you're just... I guess I kind of screwed the pooch on that one. I kind of blew up the entryway, and now I can't get in to assassinate anyone. These are first world assassin problems, if I ever heard them. Okay, the question now is, can Larry break a hole in this wall? Apparently, I have magic erectile dysfunction. What male wizard in this world doesn't? Man, even 3 bolts doesn't do it. No kidding. Well, the good news is I guess that guy had a side door that he could get through, because he just came right out guns blazing. Or the debris could just disappear. That's also an option, I guess. I didn't think about that. Hey! What was that about? Ow! Well, that actually didn't hurt. Hey! That didn't hurt that bad, actually. Okay. So debris and swords hurt more than enemy magic. I would not have guessed. That said, I think the mage dude's in here, so let's go kill his ass. Who's behind me? Nobody's behind me. Is there a dude in here? There's a dude. That was a lady. That wasn't a dude. Whoops. Nobody saw that. You can't call the police on me, I'm a mage. It's not how it works, I don't think. I mean, I guess you could say the Inquisition's the magic police. I'd believe it. They certainly don't seem to like mages at all. Alright, well, screw it, let's just get out of here. There might be a reward for actually finding the douche who's, like, doing all the magic business and enslaving people to some degree, but whatever. Away we go! So we found some stuff, huzzah. Let's, we could saunter around. The Inquisition's really far behind, but I would just as soon... I like to kind of meander my way to the objective, but I don't like to waste too much time, because we had a lot of bad experiences in games like this, where I thought, oh, this looks like a really harmless hamlet, and then suddenly I'm dead, and, like, I've got, like, a lung missing, there's an alien replicant taking over my nervous system. It's some things I don't always like to reminisce about. So, Studbury. Matt Hart was quietly wiping the bar of his tavern in the remote Studbury. This is probably one of those towns that's full of really hunky men, always out getting tans. Oddly not that useful in a fight, though. Though his mind was deeply troubled by his last encounter with Paladin Garathan, what could that fool possibly think that Studbury would be hiding? Just then, he couldn't believe his eyes. The firebrand had just passed the window in front of his tavern. How does everyone know what I look like? These are medieval people. Is someone just handing out flyers way ahead of me? That's Larry. That's the firebrand. So he says, please, sir, the Inquisition are coming for us. We have no chance of stopping them. Please help us. The Inquisition task force was already upon the town. Chalupa Lord would be Studbury's defender today. Sure, let's kill some people. As I've said, combat in this game, not the crazy hard part. Oh, this is an actually really gorgeous town all of a sudden. What the heck? So, whoa, that is some serious man. So is this just the Inquisition? They're just the same people I've been fighting? Alright, fine. Alright, well, clearly the mashing of the buttons will not... I should have left this go. This is too much. This is too much. Whoa. I may not be able to defend this. Hey, you, stop that. I've had enough of you. So the Inquisition just uses magic, too. I guess I don't quite understand them to some degree. Like, they just travel around, taking over places, kind of like the Spanish Inquisition to a certain extent. And then they try to either enslave to their will all the magic users or kill them. So I'm guessing our character is in that category of gotta kill him because I don't want to work for him kind of a deal. Duly noted. Okay. Let's try the plasma ball. The plasma ball might be a better buy for the up close and personal stuff. Minus these archers who are all just gonna eat shit. Alright, we're almost through the enemies. There's quite a few of them, but I think if we kill their back line, we'll be mostly fine. Because they're mostly pummeling the town with mortar fire in the form of magic. That actually makes a bit of sense, you know, the way that they've laid this out. So this is actually the most interesting part of the game so far, is the actual tactics that are needed to take over a town like this. Okay, well, now we know, and knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe never really told me what the other half of the battle is. It's probably believing in yourself. I would imagine that. I mean, not enough people believe in themselves. Not in this day and age, no. Are you dead? You better be proper dead, sir. Or I'm gonna be very cross. Alright, I really don't like the electric guys, and I really don't like the cold guys, because they will stun lock you until the cows come home. So that's some archers. Who is literally left alive? Is it you? Where are you even going, sir? I have the eyes of an eagle because of magic. I can literally see you from the moon. Aye. Oi. Not for that. Thinking you're so hot with your bows and arrows? Well, I'm pretty hot with my glowing fingers. That literally pain me every day with the magic of corruption. In fact, is that corruption a problem? Is that like Jumanji, where like it's slowly eating away at my body? Could be. Certainly could be. So, I think after this, I'll probably give up on this episode for today. I don't know if I'll do too much more of this. Like, if you guys like this series, I'll try to go to the end and see what fighting the Grand Inquisitor looks like. If you don't really care, or the videos seem to kind of just flounder, I'll probably just leave it off here, but it's not terrible. It's just kind of in the middle. It's kind of neutral. The combat's a little mediocre. The story's kind of interesting. I kind of like the story. But boy, there is just not a lot to say about the rest of it. The itemization is kind of just bland stat sticking. Everything is just stats. They don't have like cool effects. Like I can sometimes turn into a magical world destroyer. Then again, I guess I'm also technically already a world destroyer, because even trying to defend this town, it is already kind of smoked to the ground. This guy's missing walls. This guy's missing a roof. The good news is the cacti made out all right. So that could have been worse. At least the cacti survived. And you know what they say? Anything but the cacti, God. Don't take the cacti. If you're into gods. I'm not so into that whole thing, but yeah. So this has been Fictorum. I hope you guys have been enjoying so far. Might keep doing more, might not. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.